Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be an unexpected layover, and I can tell you, because I'm speaking from the future of course, that this so far is my favorite layover. I am flying to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, all the way from Miami. So I'm literally flying from the south of the US all the way up to the north, and weather has changed. As you can see, I'm flying towards the snow where the temperatures have dropped, and join me for this new adventure this week as I work. Originally, this was not supposed to be a layover, but Mother Nature cannot predict how the weather is going to be exactly when we get somewhere. So, due to weather conditions, we had to lay over here. Funny thing is that today is the last official day of the tourist season, so many of the hotels were closed down. Again, I flew with an amazing crew, so the company was great and the location was great and there was tons of snow. This is definitely going to be a memorable layover for me. Jackson Hole, Wyoming is a place unlike any other, truly an American original. Jackson Hole is widely known for Jackson Hole Mountain Resort, one of the top ski destinations in the country, if not the world. Jackson was named in 1894 after trapper David Edward Davy Jackson, who trapped beaver in the area in the late 1820s. The town of Jackson was incorporated in 1914 and to this date remains the only incorporated town in the valley. The name hole was a term used by early trappers or mountain men to describe a high mountain valley. Jackson Hole refers to the entire valley. Predating mountain men and trappers, the homesteaders, Native Americans, used to live there seasonally for hundreds of years. Because the soil is not ideal for raising crops, when homesteaders first arrived, they ranched rather than farmed. Tourism quickly became popular with the establishment of dude ranches. I'm amazed by how many ski runs there are. Look at this, they're just countless. This is all new to me. I've never been skiing. I've wanted to snowboard, but I don't know how well I would do. I know how to roller skate, if that counts. I started a 4-day trip today. I was supposed to have a layover in Dallas, and instead I am in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. The original plan was I was supposed to go from Miami to Jackson Hole to Dallas, and have a layover in Dallas. But it was snowing when we landed in Jackson Hole. We had to de-ice the airplane. Then there was a ground stop by air traffic control because of the storm. And then our pilots timed out, which meant they didn't have enough legal time to fly everyone to Dallas. Because of the storm and the de-icing and everything else, we are in Jackson Hole. And what a wonderful place to get stuck at. I'm happy, I'm not complaining. There's plenty to do here. I'm gonna go downstairs in just a little bit and meet the crew, and we are going to have a Swiss meal. So I'll fill you more in the details. I'm gonna give you a tour, and then I have to get ready and be downstairs to meet everyone. But yeah, I didn't know I was going to be making a vlog about Jackson Hole, but here it is. Let's get on with the room tour. You ready? Okay, follow me. So this is a room. It looks like a Swiss chalet on the outside. You could see how they're trying to keep the theme. So this is nice, it's real wood, and then you have carvings here, and you have the little lamps above. The nightstand is also carved. Warm blanket. It kind of feels like a Pendleton blanket. Sitting area. My salads, there's no room in the fridge, but I could probably put them outside and they will stay just as cold. There's a TV. There's a fireplace. I've never lit a fire in my life, but there are instructions here. So I may attempt to light a fire. Another sitting area. And look at outside my balcony. This is Jackson Hole. Jackson Hole is right here outside of my balcony. I am back from dinner. I am back in my room. We went to a lovely restaurant downstairs. We each ordered the Wiener Schnitzel with Spatzel, and the portions were huge, so I barely put a dent in it. Concert is still going on out there, but it is way too cold. It is 30 degrees out, and our pickup time tomorrow is 6:15. So I'm going to warm up, take a shower. I'm not going to light my fireplace because I don't know how to light a fire. And then I thought, I don't know if it will cause my clothes to smell smoky and my hair to smell smoky, and I don't want to smell like smoke. So I'm not going to light the fireplace. I'm just going to turn on the heater. It's still snowing outside at that concert, but there are tons of people at the concert. I even saw a beach ball being bounced around. So there's only 3 of us flight attendants on this flight because of the aircraft. 2 men, they just packed like tropical Hawaiian shirts and shorts and flip-flops. So literally that's what they wore to dinner. None of us expected to have a layover here. I also want to tell you, it was a very eventful flight, very eventful. Passengers were so wonderful and understanding and so nice. I noticed a woman holding a big bag of ice on her nose. I asked if she needed help, and someone said yes, she broke her nose. She's been helped. So apparently the passenger opened the overhead bin compartment to get her things down. She had a water bottle in there, and the water bottle fell from the overhead compartment and hit her nose. A doctor on board who diagnosed her as having a broken nose. The paramedics came on and they helped her. Her nose was so purple, like right away. You know, this, when I saw her, it was just maybe a couple of minutes after the incident had happened, but her entire nose was just purple. It was just insane. But she was so kind. Flight attendant number 1 was apologizing to her. You know, he just felt really bad that happened to her, even though it wasn't his fault. And I just told her, I hope your day gets better, you know, as she left. And she said, oh, it already has. Like, she was in the greatest mood. Like, I don't know what it was, but we had the most wonderful passengers. No one can control the weather. No one can control little hiccups. That's why they say, you know, flight attendants, you have to be palm trees. You just go with the flow, and you just, you know, you go with it. And I'm glad that we had a whole airplane full of passengers. It just went with it. They understood. They are wonderful. So that is my story. Okay, guys, this little snowdrift outside my little patio thing, it's grown taller. And since I'm too cold to go to the concert, I can still hear it right here from the balcony. So let's go check it out. The other flight attendants were out on this deck earlier. They were shouting at me because we were all like checking out our decks, and they were like, go inside and change so we can go have dinner. You see? This wasn't as tall earlier. Yeah, it's so tall, it's just ice. Oh, and look at this chunk of ice. So yeah. This is like solid right here. I decided to brave this snow for a little bit to hear a little bit of the music because you know what? I didn't become a flight attendant to stay locked up in my room, did I? I didn't. And so Wyoming has to be one of my favorite states, just like Montana. It is naturally beautiful, higher elevation, colder weather. I mean, it's just, to me, it's stunning. One of my favorite places. So in the hotel lobby, I just grabbed a few brochures to kind of get an idea of what there is to do around the place. I mean, there were tons of brochures, but these are just a few that I grabbed that caught my eye. You could do tons of things here. I'm now leaving Jackson Hole. It is 5:55 a.m. Have to be downstairs at 6:15. If you watch this video, thank you so much. If you watched all of it, thank you. If you watched any portion of it, thank you very much. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you've not subscribed, and to watch future videos, please hit the subscribe button. So I'm off now. Until next time, bye.